our people are likened unto Lazarus. Or, Lazarus, he was physically dead. He wasn't physically experiencing life. But when Yeshua, identifying that he was dead, came to his family's house, and they told him, "Hey, take me to Lazarus." And they took him to Lazarus, and when he touched him with that power of the resurrection, before you know it, Lazarus came back to life. But it was a process of an energy exchange where Yeshua gave him what he had, which was the power over life and death. And he had that power because he was actualizing the spirit of someone who was alive, who was living. Because only those that are living can give life unto other people. It's only relative. Only somebody that is experiencing life, who has that level of understanding and consciousness, and is activated in their lives, can actually give that spirit and energy to somebody else to make them alive. So, until we come in contact with our people, we give our people access to truth, whether it be verbally or it be through, our actions, where they see a living example of us actually living a lifestyle that promotes life and blessings. Until that happens, they will continuously live in a world where they're experiencing that hell. And it's likened to the movie, it's The Sixth Sense, that came out in 1999, where you had the young boy, and he was talking to Bruce Willis's character, because Bruce Willis was trying to find out, what was happening with him and trying to counsel him. But the little boy was letting him know, I see dead people, but they don't know that they're dead. They still think that they're alive and living. And it wasn't until the end of the movie, spoiler alert, when Bruce Willis began to realize that, wait a minute, I'm dead. I actually died. And that revelation hit him. Then he realized his current state that he was in. But he had to get that access to that truth that the boy was giving him, because the boy was like a medium to help people to transition, move on to the next phase of their life, because they were stuck. But when the little boy realized his potential and what he had to do, which is responsibility, he began to help those individuals to, pass on. And then at the end of the movie, that's when Bruce Willis realized that he himself was dead. He didn't know. But it's the same way with us. At a certain point in our lives, we didn't have access to truth to really realize that the life we were living wasn't the life that the Creator initially had planned for us in our inception, in Genesis. That we were living a totally, completely different life. But it wasn't until somebody came into our life and gave us some insight, inkling of truth. And at that point, once we opened our minds to it and began to take it and ingest it and digest it and begin to apply it, then we begin to realize, well, wait a minute, the path I'm on is it the path that the Creator created for me to be on. I'm going in a whole other direction. The things I'm doing isn't causing me to maintain my connection to the Creator or bring me closer to the Creator. I need to change what I'm doing. I need to eat better and consume things that promote my life instead of detract from it. I need to interact with individuals who are giving me life instead of those that are draining me of my life. I need to get proper sleep so I can be able to regenerate and heal and be able to focus on my day-to-day, whether I'm working or whatever it is I'm doing. You begin to change your habits. You begin to stop drinking, stop smoking, these different things that detract from your life that the Creator had no intention for you to engage in. You'll begin to, at that point, know exactly how to make these changes. And by making these changes, you'll begin to gravitate closer and closer to that image that the Creator created for us in Genesis. And then at that point, we'll begin to experience actual life. And we'll go through that resurrection. So that's part one of that question. So let's go back to the writing, GBT, and finish it up. All right. It says, we can see the parallel of Noah's contemporaries to Black America. Quote, as in the days of Noah, they should be eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage, end quote. Just like our people today, under foreign dominion and religious sectarian confusion, Noah's contemporaries were not the least bit concerned about Yod nor his judgment. It says Yeshua realized that the key to reviving Lazarus was found in certain words being spoken, a resurrection doctrine. The revival or quickening of Lazarus' spirit or his resurrection can be likened to the situation affecting African Americans today. So in this dispensation time, it's just like in the days of Noah and his dispensation.